Halal, halal, halal. There are many questions and implications surrounding this one word. What is halal? Why should you care? And how can the concept of halal reshape our entire approach to food? Let's start with what is halal. In simple terms, halal is an Arabic word that means permissible or lawful. It applies broadly to everything from what you stare at with your eyes, what you do with your money, what you think, and even who you can love. But in this series, we will be looking at halal within the context of food and drink. What is permissible or lawful to eat and drink? So how do we determine what is permissible, halal, and what is forbidden, haram? We look to the Quran for guidance. The third verse of the 5th chapter of the Quran states,
حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقوذة والمتردية والنطيحة وما أكل السبع إلا ما ذكيتم وما ذبح على النصب وأن تستقسموا بالأزلام.
For numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, Islamic scholars explain that the rationale behind forbidding these types of meats is because God only forbids what is evil and what harms human life in one way or another, whether such harm is known to man or not. Human knowledge remains limited. It does not know everything that causes harm and all that is useful. And for numbers 4 and 6, the scholars explain that animals on which a name other than that of God has been invoked are forbidden to eat because doing so equates to abandoning the faith, which is based on the fact that dominion belongs to God alone. For this reason, the purpose behind every intention and action must be the pursuit of God's pleasure, and every step must be made in His name, which is invoked before every action. Therefore, when the name of anyone other than God is mentioned at the slaughtering of an animal, or even when no name is mentioned at such slaughter, the flesh of that animal is forbidden to eat because its killing is not in alignment with the guidelines of faith. To sum it all up, meat is considered halal if it meets the following guidelines. 1. The animal did not die on its own from sickness or natural causes. 2. The blood of the animal was properly drained at the point of slaughter. 3. It is not a pig, and it was not mixed with or cooked with ingredients that were sourced from a pig. 4. The name of God was mentioned at the point of slaughter, essentially dedicating the animal and its meat to God. 5. The animal was not killed by strangling, stabbing, beating, a fall, or injury. 6. The animal was not killed and eaten partly by a lion, tiger, hyena, or any other predator. 7. The animal was not sacrificed to idols or any other god. And lastly, the meat is pure and hygienic, free from germs and any form of contamination. If it meets this criteria, it qualifies as halal meat. In this video, we focused on the definition of halal and haram. In the next video, we'll take a few steps back and investigate what must be done during the animal husbandry stage to make an animal qualify to produce halal meat.